What's up, dude? I'm in a whole other spot again.
You're a traveling man, dude.
I left
New background
Moab
every time.
at like 5 a.m. this morning. I was just awake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was so tired after yesterday that I went. I was I was out by like 9 p.m. and just woke up at like 4 something, and I was just like, yeah, I'm ready to go. and go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, do you find like that's a thing? Like once you create that pattern, because you've been getting up probably early, doing some of these outings, that all of a sudden you just get into this like early wake up thing. Because even now for me, like sunrise is not till like way later.
Yeah,
and it's like then even though I'm getting up at like I don't know 5:36, which is not crazy early, I feel so dead. And I'm like, dude, I get up at like 4 o'clock during springtime and I don't feel this. Like it's such a weird. Yeah, but once you get your body used to it, I think you just wake up.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's living in this, it makes sense, right? Trying to just maximize daylight, you know? Like there's just not I mean, I can certainly hang out in here, but there's just like there's nothing to do, you know, when it's dark out. So
that's right.
But yeah, it worked out nicely because I know I was going to be a little bit tight on getting here in time for us to record. Yeah, but I got here like 2 hours before and it worked out fine. It was this beautiful drive, dude. And I'm driving along and this morning I'm like, all right, it's a Thursday. And I'm like, I know it was like a remote area because I went from Arches National Park in Moab to I'm just outside of Bryce Canyon in Utah now. And it was a really remote drive. It was beautiful. Like got to watch this gorgeous sunrise, but I'm like, I must have passed like 10 cars in 4 hours. It was like absurd, dude. And I'm like, where is everyone? And then it finally dawned on me, like my family starts messaging and it's like, oh, happy Thanksgiving. I'm like, oh, it's Thanksgiving. Nobody's like up early and going to work.
Yes,
and,
that's true.
Yeah, I like completely forgot. I'm just like so disconnected because like Emily's not here. She's in Costa Rica and I'm just like by myself doing my thing, you know? I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It's a big holiday today. I was like, it's good you're in Canada because if not, you would have been doing a family thing and we would have had to pick a different day, you know? So it just like worked out.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah.
But it's kind of nice though. Isn't that nice? Like to be that, you know, like sometimes like so disconnected from all
the craziness of a holiday,
relaxing.
I'm just like whatever.
Yeah, just like like tied to a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah,
man.
Absolutely.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah, it's been good. So
funny.
Real quick here in the beginning now, I do want to say this because this I guess the deal probably will be done. I think. I'm not sure how long they're running it, but I got to plug my Photoshop course. You know, everybody heard me talk about it here, and I think I talked about it being released the other day, but it's out now. So you can just go to my website or go to the Journal of Wildlife Photography's website and access it there. You know, today's Thanksgiving, then when we're recording, they're running a Black Friday sale. I don't know how long they're running it, if it's just for then, but so that might be past, but yeah, man, I you know, I don't know if I mentioned it the last time, but I'm really proud of how this one turned out. You know, I feel like this is probably one of my best online courses that I've done. I just feel like I kind of got in the zone through all the chaos of recording it. I still feel like I did a really good job with it. And yeah, I'm like really, really happy with it. There's like a good trailer for it and all kinds of info you can find out both on my site and on their site. So I don't love self-promotion and throwing things in people's faces, but
I know you don't.
You know, every so often I'm just like, you know what, I got to do it. And for anybody interested, I do think it is a really good course and it's geared just for wildlife photography, you know? So I think that's going to be like a helpful thing for people. So yeah, check it out if you're interested.
Definitely. And that's the thing, dude. Like I've always been super impressed with like just your knowledge and the way you function with, you know, even Photoshop, Lightroom, any of that kind of stuff. Like you have built up a crazy amount of experience and knowledge, way more than anyone that I've known. So yeah, I think it's going to be such a useful tool for a lot of photographers, and I'm guaranteed they would learn a bunch of tips and stuff. So that's awesome. Go get it.
It's crazy. When I was coming up with like the promo copy and stuff with the crew at the Journal of Wildlife Photography, we're like going over this stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, over 25 years I've been using Photoshop. Like that's crazy, insane. Right? It's insane.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like Lightroom here, I'm using right now to show, do the show. I was like beta testing it when it was released. Like I remember when like Adobe was like, new program coming, and we're all like, whoa, what's this? Because all there used to be was Photoshop.
Yeah.
That like there was no Lightroom, and it's been a long career, man. It really has, which is cool.
But and that's the thing too. Like I'll even say my own self, like, oh, I've been using it for, I don't know, 15 years, let's say, or something like that. But it's using it, but not to the degree that you have. Like you actually had a job where you were editing for like wedding photography. You ran a wedding photography business, like you're doing wildlife. So like you use it day in and day out way more than most people probably do. Like, you don't understand what I mean? Like I'll go and edit a picture, but I might only be in Photoshop for 15 minutes or something a day or a couple times a week. Like it's not like a constant, but I think you certainly, it's almost like a part of your job. So yeah, you've got a lot of experience.
And I got to do different things. When I was the architect photographer, when I worked for them, it was like a very different type of Photoshop. And for whatever reason, when I but when I got into it, like when I was in high school and was learning Photoshop, I had, the teacher in high school had given me this book called the Photoshop Bible, and it covered like every aspect of Photoshop. So like, CMYK separations and that style of printing and page layout, because InDesign didn't exist at the time, right? So like all kinds of like basically using every piece of Photoshop, using the web components to slice up an image and turn it into a website, because that's how things used to be done. Like all this like other stuff that, wildlife photographers would never even touch. I learned all of it and like somehow retained some of it. And that's how I went and got certified by Adobe as like a certified expert in Photoshop. I think it was version 5.5. Nice. So, just way back, early 2000s. And I didn't bother keeping up with it because at that point I had been working enough, and I realized like it wasn't really necessary for me to maintain that certification anymore. Yeah, I learned like all these weird aspects of Photoshop that I still kind of know parts of as well, So it's just, it's interesting in that regard as well.
Certainly.
But I just generally do the same stuff now for a long time for all this kind of editing, Yeah, most of that stuff is unnecessary. Dude, I mean, damn. All right, so let's hear.
That was a morning.
Let's hear, man. Like, wow, this is some stuff.
Yeah, I'll just quickly go. So, I mean, it was one of those like perfect mornings. Like,
is this all one morning?
Super, super calm. This is all one morning.
Nice. I love the diversity, man.
Yeah, and it was a new location. Well,
really?
And I'll say new in the sense that, I've never really took the time to shoot there. I passed by it.
I've never shot here. Stuff, this is what I'll create.
But the only thing is, it's typically, and the reason why is it's open more on the like east and west sides, and it seems like if there's a breath of wind, there's ripples on the water.
I see it.
So it's rare. So I've never wanted to really fully commit. I've always seen different ducks there, but never wanted to commit. So anyways, this particular morning, I'm like, you know what? I'm committing. Like, let's just see what happens. If I get nothing, let's play around and just see what I can kind of come up with in this spot. So dude, I'll tell you. So heading down to this spot, I've got, I got the float pad. I'm planning on kind of getting in the water bit, chest waders on, the whole works. I kind of know the area enough that I can plan on where I want to get in. So I'm going in this like big bed of like tall pond grasses and use them kind of as like a bit of cover or whatever. So, but I'm thinking about getting into those pond grasses and then just like get out on the edge of that water then and just have like the grasses kind of behind me or whatever. Yeah. So I sit down, I'm in the grass, get all my stuff, put tripod on well before sunrise or whatever, sit down and put my legs, like go into the water. And I'm like, just as I was about to put my weight fully forward, I'm like, oh shit, no bottom.
It's like super deep.
Oh, wow. And I'm like maybe 6-7 feet offshore. I'm like, okay. I'm like, damn. So this is not going to really work that well. So I literally had to sit my butt right to the edge, hope that these grasses don't kind of like collapse away under me, and just sit the float pad like almost in my lap and just like kind of sit and shoot that way.
Yeah.
So it was very like, it wasn't exactly what I was kind of hoping for.
I guess it worked out.
The conditions worked out. Yeah, it was really good. And dude, I'm telling you, I'm willing to say 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5 of those shots are literally me with the float pad pushed out.
Yeah.
Camera turned.
Oh, nice.
And the viewfinder up, and I'm peeking because I can't reach out.
Yeah.
Well, I can't get myself out far enough to turn.
Yep.
So the ducks are coming into this one area and they're like feeding up along the grasses. Yeah. So I'm just like waiting. And as they're going, I'm like edging this out. I'm like, thank God for the 3D, like the eye detect.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wouldn't have gotten anything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten it, like, or at least half of these shots.
That's so cool,
I wouldn't have got stuff. So yeah, it was really nice.
I just got to say, man.
Yeah, I was going to say the winds played well.
Oh, so yeah, for sure. But your use of that, using the flip screen, is such a perfect example of why it's worth practicing to get good at that.
Oh,
you know,
definitely.
like just so many photographers I've worked with, you know, you ask them like, oh, have you ever used a flip? Oh, I hate it. Or I've never used it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, and then if they've never used it and they try it, they're just fumbling and they can't get anything. And it makes sense. It's hard. It's really hard. It's way more difficult than putting your eye in the viewfinder. But there are totally times when you can just get shots that you couldn't otherwise, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's nice to have that as like an option and have practice with it. Yeah.
Oh, and dude, I miss shots.
Oh, of course.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Because it's really difficult. It's
reflecting.
I don't even know.
Like anti-glare. They really need to make like a non-glare surface on that thing.
They should. Yeah. Yeah, it would be nice.
That would help a lot.
But it's tricky. Like you said, you really got to practice it and play around with it. And like I said, you're going to be frustrated at times where you're just like, I don't know where this is pointing. But I always look for like certain landmarks.
Yep.
Something else to kind of like where, okay, that's there. This is here. Okay, duck's got to be somewhere in between or whatever, right?
Totally. Yeah.
It was a blast.
Can I pick out my favorites and see how close it matches to yours out of the set?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So, and it's interesting why, you know, there we go. That's my favorite 4.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have kept the other one in that last one you got rid of. Yeah,
only because
something about it. I like it.
I do like it. Listen, I like every one of these shots. They're all awesome, but I've seen this from you before.
Yeah.
I've seen it from you before.
I know. Yeah.
That's why it doesn't stand out as much as the rest. This one just has like a unique color scheme to me. Like I just like.
Yeah, because it's before. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like the like cooler. It's like light but dark. You can tell it's dusk, but it's still light with the exposure. So I love that, and I'll bring up settings so everybody can see it. And then this one, just like the blending of light, right? The light on the subject versus the background and the appearance of scenery and stuff like that is all interesting. And I got a question for you on this. With something like this, do you ever think of closing down the aperture a little bit just because the background textures look like they might be kind of cool? I don't think I would. I don't think I'd think of it in the moment. No. But looking at it now, I'm like, I wonder what that would look like at like 5.6 or 6.3. Or if
because it still wouldn't be overly distracting. It would just kind of give it a little bit more. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I normally don't.
Me neither.
Because it's
I know.
I guess for me sometimes too, when you're even looking at the grasses, like they don't really look all that appealing when you're looking at them with your eye.
Oh, okay.
Right? Well, I mean, when you think about it, if you're just looking at pond grass or the grasses, they just kind of look a little bit, messy. So to try to incorporate them a little bit more, I don't know. In my head, I'm thinking it's probably gonna be too distracting.
It could be.
But
That's
I
what I
can
was
certainly
wondering.
see with that separation and the distance that it was at, maybe closing down a little bit more could add a little bit more interest to it for sure.
But it's also a gamble.
Or just give that little bit more texture.
Yeah,
it is a gamble for sure. Yeah,
they're not sitting there. He's swimming through, so you're only getting that one shot. Yeah. It's not like you're getting like 15 passes and you can try a bunch of different things. You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
Yeah, so you kind of have to pick. Yeah. But this is just one that like I almost like a little bit. I love the texture back there, but I'm also like, oh, I wonder what it would be. And I'm curious if it would just be a little bit better or worse, because it easily could be worse. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I love that. The mist, though. Oh, this mist was just hanging in that one little spot. It was really nice.
That is very nice. Yeah. And then, I mean, come on now. Yeah. Like the steamy head is amazing.
And dude, I've had this a couple times where the perfect conditions happen, the perfect light and everything, and they're diving ducks, right? So they're
Yep.
like diving, and then when they come up, because of all that, I guess the coolness of the water, and then the heat
Isn't it
coming
the other
in
way?
the warm temperatures from the sun, right?
I think, isn't it cold out?
Well,
Isn't it
it's
because the
cold.
water's
That's
warm?
what I mean. That's what I said.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think it's because the water's cold. So when it comes up, then that heat from the sun hits them, and then it kind of creates
I
that
don't
whole
know. Yeah, either way.
vapor coming off them.
Yeah.
Anyways, because this is what this duck was doing. It was diving and doing its thing, and then it went to kind of swim past, and it was just all this, like at first when it did it, but the water was not, the texture was not nice. The whole body was just like steam coming off of it. And then it just kind of sat to the head, and then the rest of it came off.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I thought it was super neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always fun to see.
Absolutely. And then this
They're
one's
such cool dogs.
my favorite.
I love them.
That's my favorite out of the set.
So this is what has intrigued me about this spot, is that I love the way the light angle kind of comes into this spot.
Ugh.
I know I can use this distant dark because it's going to be in shade, and it's got some of those like birch trees.
They're amazing.
So, I was hoping to play with a little bit more, but again, like it's got to be such perfect conditions, like zero wind at all.
Imagine getting a flap.
So yeah, I just like it. It's got to. I know, that's what I mean.
That'd
like
be
I wish
insane.
I could play a little bit more.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
You can just
so
go
I'm
back.
definitely gonna work that spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, I'm gonna play with it more.
Absolutely, man.
Oh, definitely.
It's so stunning, dude. I'm a sucker for that style of lighting where it's not quite backlight. It's not fully side. It's like that like 45 degree coming in from the back left there. And you're catching like just a little lens flare, which gives a little something to it. And there's trees, dude. I don't think it would be nearly as interesting without the trees. If this was just solid black background.
Oh, definitely. I've got the solid black background, or I've got different shots where like the trees don't really line up. Like that tree, it was all about the trees there.
Yeah, it's like framing both edges of the frame there, man. Yeah, and that's at 500. Yeah, nice, dude. Yeah, killer stuff, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good little outing. It was nice to play around, and again, dude, and I've talked about this before, I get so locked in. I'm like an addict. Like I get locked into a spot. When it works, and I just don't try, but I'm trying to open up. I've so far hit two other locations.
And it's early.
This kind of waterfowl season. Yeah. And I've been seeing big potentials in them. So I'm looking forward to messing around a bit more.
Well, that's so cool. Like, isn't it going to be, I feel like it'll just be nice just to have variety to check out, to go out and shoot, instead of going to like the same place over and over again. I feel like that's going to help out tremendously now.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And I guess my thing is too, is like all these other type portraits, I can kind of say I've gotten those shots before, very similar ones. Yeah. But that bottom right one, that's what I'm after. Like something more, showing a bit more scene, more scenic, and like other location I've got, I can show them off a little bit, but it doesn't play as well. But here, I really feel like there's a lot of options. So I'm definitely going to, because I think even this too, on like a really nice foggy day, I think is just going to be nice with just hints of the trees in behind.
Don't talk to me about
I
fog.
think it'll work. So
I'm angry about fog.
Yeah, you got some stories about that.
Damn fog.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn fog and uncooperative birds. Oh man.
Right? But dude, there was a time for a while where fog was like, and I can't even believe I'm going to say this, was like not on my radar. And we get fog here so much.
Yeah, really.
Like I used to like, it's going to be foggy, I'm not going out.
Yeah.
I'm like, now I look back, I'm like, you're an idiot. Like it just, I don't know, it creates such a mood and simplifies the landscape, even a chaotic scene that like you've had before, like it can eliminate certain items and stuff. Like it can really work well, but
yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah. So you had a good experience with it.
Well, so before we start showing some stuff, we do have a what would you choose from a viewer. So Mark Knoll sent this in. So before I get into all of my stuff, I figured we'll cover this real quick. All right, so here we go. It's a little bit of a long one, so bear with me as I read this. So Mark Knoll from YouTube said, let's see. I've been doing some after dark photography. From now on, you have to choose between shooting entirely before or after sunrise or sunset. So before sunrise or after sunset.
Yeah.
Oh wait. And he says, which do you choose? if your answer is to shoot only during the day. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
do you shoot
He's
before
got a bit of
sunset,
a, like,
after
twist.
sunset, or is it only during the daylight hours, so when the sun's up? So he said, if your answer is to shoot only during the day like I would expect, the follow-up question is that now X minutes of daylight before and after sunrise, sunset gets counted as nighttime. What value of X would be enough to get you to switch over to nighttime and shoot that? So I don't need any time, dude. I would pick the dawn dusk thing before the sunlight anyway.
Oh, give me like 10, 15 minutes before sunrise. I'm good. Like the quality of light.
Yeah. It's so different.
It's so good, isn't it?
I know. I think I would choose that over ever seeing the sun in the frame anyway.
Yeah.
There's just something about those colors and everything.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like just before, you don't even need the ball of sun. Like the colors you get, like, dude, there's like sometimes it's insane. Like the reds, and I've even had subjects that, like, I'm looking at them and I'm like, this just looks absurd. Like they're so like glowing with warm tones. You almost want to like tone it down in Photoshop.
Totally.
So yeah, I would definitely take before sunrise any day.
Well, and I think in my experience, man, I feel like the colors of the clouds on a good sunrise or sunset are always better after the sun disappears. Like that's when they light up. Like when the sun's in the sky, it's like sometimes it still can be beautiful, but it's like almost a little too intense and too bright. It's hard to expose and stuff like that. So sorry. I think Mark was trying to stump us there, but it was an easy answer for both of us. We're like, put us in the dark, baby.
Definitely. Yeah, exactly. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I think
for sure. Well, I even think of like,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I even think like all the urban light stuff that like you can play around with,
Totally.
and I'm like, I have way more fun. It is, definitely,
absolutely, I think he was thinking we were gonna have like a big, strong debate here, like, oh, daylight or night. We're both like instantly just like, get rid of the daylight. Well, funny. And also, I guess it's easy to say because those windows of opportunity are shorter. And so I feel like we shoot that less, right? And so, there's a little bit more daylight hours to play with and stuff like that. And so I think, maybe if you're really thinking about for the rest of your life, that might be limiting, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I still feel like I'd probably lean that way also, just because I feel like if everybody else had to make this same decision, they'd all go daylight, so I'd get the unique stuff.
Exactly, right? You'd be able to by yourself.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So anyway, that was a good one, though.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Appreciate that.
It was.
Yeah. Yep.
Certainly. Yeah,
dude. So I think the last time we recorded, I think I had just gotten to Moab, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And
You're
so
right,
I went there mainly to do some mountain bike riding because it's amazing mountain bike riding, and I did have a good time with that. My legs are still sore from the last ride, man. I sent you some video on that. It was really fun.
That was cool to watch.
Yeah, it was
really cool.
It was a big ride for me. And I might do one either today or tomorrow here in Bryce Canyon. But anyway, it's where I was staying was about, I guess, like 15 minutes from the entrance to Arches National Park. And then this spot that I wanted to go to was further in. So me and Emily were there in Arches 2 years ago. And the first morning ever we drove in, Emily had done some research and found this one particular spot, said it was like really nice for sunrise, And so we were going in for sunrise. And so we had went to this one spot. I mean, there's tons of like parking areas and trailheads there, but we went to this one particular one, and it had these incredible rock formations that you're seeing right here. And when me and Emily went 2 years ago, it was foggy, not exactly like this, but similar to this. It was like fog was still hanging, the sun was burning in through it. Like I got these crazy photos from it.
Oh, nice.
And I remember researching, like looking up at the time, like, is there a fog in Arches National Park that often? It's like, this is super rare. Like it doesn't happen often because it's so dry there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like almost desert habitat.
Yeah.
There's usually not that kind of situation. So I go in the first morning after we had recorded, I go into Arches, and then this is there again. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like,
so moody.
And this tree, dude, I could not get away from just like looking at that. I was just shooting it because I'm like, this looks incredible, Like I got to just take these shots as they are. And
I mean, it looks otherworldly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just because of the formations and stuff. It's just
I mean,
it's
look at
wild.
that, right?
Look
I have
at that.
I have videos,
Wow.
dude, like not sped up or anything, not like a time
Amazing.
lapse. I did shoot a time lapse of this as well, but
Okay.
I have videos of it just like this frame, and you can just see the clouds just like moving through, and then you can like barely see
the
this
fog
rock, and
moving
then
through it.
then it comes through, you know. So I got like all this cool footage, and the whole time I'm like, just anything, any bird, anything.
Yeah,
like, look at
anything,
this, right? I'm like, give me a raven up here, give me something
Yep.
perched on this,
Something
you know,
on there. Yep.
like anything. When I first got there, I heard two robins in almost pretty much in the dark. I'm like, okay, there's some birds around.
Okay.
That was it. Silence for
Yep.
the next. Dude, I stood in this
Oh,
spot, Brad, for
really?
over an hour. And I didn't move because I'm like, this is,
No
it
way.
looks
Well, yeah,
so
it's
good.
so amazing.
I can't
Yeah.
leave it, you know?
Wow.
Over an hour and nothing. Sun finally comes up, fog disappears, burns it off. It kind of blows away.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I guess that's it. So I start walking back to the car. I'm telling you, dude, from the spot I was standing, 5 minutes of me, I turn around and start walking back towards the car, and then I hear a bird, a canyon wren, like right there.
Oh,
Like right there. I'm
no
like, are
way.
you
Right there.
kidding me?
Oh,
Dude, I was so like, just like, bummed. Listen, it was still a beautiful sunrise. It was awesome to be there. I did really love it. But like,
yeah.
just, these conditions aren't happening often again. And
Nope.
it looked, like you said, it just looks like it's just amazing. I'm like,
Yeah, it's like another world.
I could have had so much fun. And if I knew that canyon wren was there, I would have like moved around because then I then spend the next little bit like hanging out with them, right? So this is what happened after the sun came up. And
Such
so
a nice bird.
I got a handful of shots of this. This is all after the sun came up and was strong, but you know, I was still able to like play with the light and the drama and everything like that. So I still got some shots, but I'm like, these are fine, but like compared to what was there just a half hour ago.
Oh yeah,
it's
it's
on.
no comparison. I really love that shot up on the top left though.
Oh, this
just
one,
the layering of it, like the, you know what I mean,
Yep.
that peeking around the rock, and then he just sits so perfect, the light on him.
Yeah.
And the thing is too, I wonder, like, you're probably getting some of that nice glow off the rocks on him to fill
absolutely.
in some of the areas and stuff too.
Yeah, you
really
can totally
nice.
see that light just like filling in there. There's catch light and everything.
It is.
Yep.
Oh, definitely.
It does. The light bounces
So
around in
good,
there. So
man.
fun. This one I thought was fun with the takeoff, you know, and just like he was in the
showing
shadow.
wings like that.
So that was cool. And then still the same morning, all of this happened as well. So, I mean, listen, again, I can't complain for the first morning and getting this stuff, but
no,
it's still nothing compared to that damn fog. The fog was
oh
like,
no,
so
definitely not.
good.
Yeah. Well, again, like I said, like there's this simplification of the scene. Like when you looked at that, all the formations of the rocks stood out so nicely.
Yeah.
The tree really stands out because now you've got that separation between the rocks.
I know.
There's no harsh light. There's I mean, there's a list goes on, right?
Yeah.
But like for your first time, like, you know, really playing that morning in the air is still really cool.
Yeah, I was happy
really,
with
really
that.
cool. So is that the wren down in the left?
Yeah.
Bottom left? Yes.
Yep. So I have
there's something about that, man. It's so nice.
So you ready? Here's a lesson for everybody.
Yep.
3 days prior, whenever I was in Rocky Mountain National Park, I only took my 100 to 400 out with me on this particular morning, by the way. So I'm in Rocky Mountain National Park shooting the pika. That video I put out, if you haven't watched that, check it out. It's one of my most fun ones recently.
I love it. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
But when I was setting up my wide angle setup, I had the 100 to 400 on a sling, and I wasn't paying attention, and it slipped, and it went right down into the snow, like just filled up the whole front of the lens with snow, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't have anything with me that day to clean it, so I was out there. I just cleaned it off with my glove. It was like the best I could do, and it was all smeary, but it was like good enough. You know, I was like, I wasn't shooting much backlight that day with the pika in the snow, and so it looked fine. Well, I came back, totally forgot to clean my damn lens off, dude. And so this is what happened. I looked into the sun. I'm like, what is going on, dude?
What is going on?
So hazy. I already like edited the hell out of this to get it like looking remotely like this. Like it was just flat and super washed out. Yeah, I could see it when I was looking through the lens. It looked like I had like, you know, something on the front of it. But I did 2 of these. So I think the original was a little bit more towards the left, but I went cooler with the left one, and then I did a warm version. Which one stands out to you?
The cooler one for me.
Yeah, me too.
For some, like, and I don't know if too it's because like with the warmer one, that bit of flare coming off like is closer to the bird or something. You know, like he doesn't stand out as you could. I mean, you could darken him up a little bit more or something like that. Then maybe, but there's something about the cool one. I don't know. It just got a nicer feel or something more of even a dreamier feel to it.
I know.
Or
I kind of
something.
agree.
And I guess for me too, it's like, I don't know, like I can envision like, it seems like the sun is that much higher. So maybe to me, the sky would feel bluer and like, you know, you would have more of that whitish bright light than it would be warm tone. So I like it.
No, I agree.
I love the shot. I think
it still works.
A cool feel.
It does.
Oh,
like
100%.
But again,
it's really dreamy.
He's on this rock. He was like super tolerant. I only had the 100 to 4, so I could only get, this was as wide as I could get. Like if I had one of my other zoom lenses, I probably would have shot like this and then tried to move in, get a little wider, show off more of the rocks back there and stuff like that. Or if this had happened freaking 30 minutes earlier and I could have put like that in the background, like it would have been insane, right? But anyway, so these same thing, stuck at 100, right? So that's like as wide as I could get. But the formations at this place are just otherworldly back there. Looks like another planet.
And that little bit of mist hanging in the valley. That's such a cool shot.
Yeah,
I like that.
No, it was hanging down there, not really up in the rocks where I wanted it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So then
they're such beautiful birds,
aren't they? They're so unique. I love the coloration on them.
So nice. Yeah.
And the habitat is just a blast, you know. So
just the colors,
absolutely. I went back 3 mornings and shot stills, and then I went back a 4th morning and shot video, because I shot a video kind of behind the scenes of a bunch of these outings, and I'm going to put that together and share it out. So this is just a compilation of everything. I'm just kind of grouped them all together as like, here's all the kind of closer portraits, I would say. And then I have like other groupings to share, because I figured instead of going through each day, this would be an easier way to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that red rock stuff. And they're, like you said, they're so freaking cute, man. They're just so damn
Aren't
cute.
They?
That long bill. Yeah. And they're just wrens.
And just the different coloration in them, like the browns, it goes into almost like that gray on the head.
Yeah, it's really
nice.
And then there was another
I like
spot
that one
I found
down left. Oh, that's cool.
with all these trees, this dead snag that it was playing around in.
Yeah.
And so I had fun with that too, you know, over a couple days.
Oh, I really love, the just that twisty kind of wavy like branches that looks so cool.
Yeah, that was really good. And I think all this stuff was 1 to 400 as well. So, and then this
the way you placed him in the light down the last 2 down the bottom.
Yeah, so it's so funny, man. When I was shooting it, I thought I was gonna like the one on the right more, because it was like more naturally spotlit in there. But I feel like his pose just does so much better on the left, and I feel like the right one is just maybe a little too busy with the snag. What do you think? I know I could brighten up the right one as well. Like it just looks like it's a little bit dark compared, but
I guess there's a little bit more interest because like where he's like got the calling pose, like you said, like there's not as much distraction. Like I can't even say the other one's distracting though.
No,
with the twigs and stuff. But I do agree. Like it's just a little bit more simplified look.
Yep. Yeah, because I was trying to show off the cool stuff, like the rocks, but so that's why I was going even wider, because I think the left one, if I'm not mistaken, so that's 170 and this is 145, so, you know, a little bit wider. And usually I like the wider stuff, but I feel like every so often, like the tighter shot's the one, you know, like it just, like you said, it simplified it a little bit more.
It does, yeah.
So
cool shots, man.
Most of that was all from the first morning. Some of those closer portraits were from like I think the 3rd day or whatever. So the 2nd morning I go back, and what do you think is sitting on the rocks, Brad? The same rocks I wanted in the fog.
Why not? Just a
pair of ravens just chilling there for like a half hour. Just sitting there.
No way.
Not moving. Yeah. Right, dude, those are the rocks I was shooting the fog in.
Yeah.
I was like,
I wonder with the fog, like, did it just keep everything kind of like, grounded and chilled? Because like fog can feel like, we've had fog here, a couple hours after sunrise and it feels dark. Like it's got this like, feels like it's super early in the morning or something like that. So I don't know.
I don't think so, because the last day I went out for video, it was like a day like this, totally clear. And it was another dead morning. So first morning was slow, and then the Canyon Wrens started later. Second morning was like these guys, and then I worked with the Canyon Wren because I already knew where they were at that point. I had found two different ones in two different locations on that first morning kind of scouting. So I was able to go right back to them. Third morning was like crazy. Canyon Wrens were actually like not that great, but had woodhouse scrub jay, had hairy woodpecker, and like just other birds showing up. Fourth morning, absolutely dead, like nothing at all. Wow. And it was like this. So I think it's just like random,
sporadic, like everything now. Yeah.
But anyway, I had fun with the ravens, like just putting them in on the rocks and stuff like that. And then Canyon Wren showed up again.
Cool. I love that.
Yeah, thanks, man. And this, I think I finally, I took the 24 and 20
are so
out.
Cool.
Aren't they?
Okay.
They're so
nice.
fun, man. Yeah,
they're just like so interesting. So it's like you can almost point, as long as the placement of the bird, like the bird stands out enough, like everything else is just so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Really nice.
This was definitely a standout. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Just showing off everything back
Would
there.
you go? Is that more of a Panos crop?
This looks like it might. No, I think it's 2-3. Yeah, I could probably lose some sky, right? Or bottom, maybe.
Yeah, because I was thinking sky, just because like like the really nice tones, and there's already that bit of a gradient, maybe to not have as much of the gradient. But I don't know. You'd have to see.
Yeah, I could lose some of it for sure.
Man, that's so cool.
I know. I love the habitat there. And then I had let's see, a couple of these.
The skies. Wow.
Yeah.
Gorgeous colors.
This mornings were nuts, man. So here's a question for you. He's looking away.
Yep.
Pretty obviously.
Don't care.
He's looking away a little bit, right? They both work, right?
Yeah.
He's looking out into that scene.
Exactly. Like it's this vast scene, and it's just, to me, it just tells a story of him like up above calling out over everything. Yep. You know what I mean? Yep. Like it, Yeah. I think if this was like, clearly, if this was like a tight portrait, in closer, less context, like, I know you're not showing a ton to the right there, but enough that I know that this is this huge landscape. Yeah. That him calling out over just works. Like, I could care less that he's looking. I kind of like that he's not, because it kind of, like, I like sometimes this disconnect.
Pulls you out into the scene.
Because I find sometimes when you, pulls you out, and then there's also like, he's not focusing on you, like, like there's this, not this like, okay, like it feels like he didn't even realize you were there or something. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, I think you get away with more stuff when it's not a portrait. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah. And then I had this whole series. Oh wait, let me take this last one out. That was something different. Smokes. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'll just run through these real quick, right? So that one, I know you said you'd like this one a lot. Yeah.
Oh.
The scenery is like insane, man. That's a 24
and
mil
you got
shot.
A perfect. And the thing is too, like for me, it's like the perfect. This is a great example of like the perfect amount of cloud cover. Yes. If this was like a more cloudier day or any big clouds, big puffy clouds, I don't think will work. Just these wispy little fine details, like a painting. Like it works so well.
Yeah. No, it's really, really pretty. And then this one, dude.
So this is handheld?
Oh, yeah, this is all handheld.
All handheld.
Yeah. I didn't do any. Okay. I tried some remote stuff, but he never went in the right spot. So, this is all camera in my hand. No auto capture. Yeah. This one, dude, he was bouncing his way up. I saw him working the area. I was tucked down in by this because I had found this snag there. And I was like, get to the top. And he bounced there. And I don't know if I moved or something, or he saw me and he was just like, and then he was just like gone, But he needed like one more bounce. Like, he was going up.
One. And he's looking up.
He's looking up.
Definitely.
I know.
You know he's going to go.
And I edited a lot to make him stand out. He just doesn't stand out enough. He needs to be on the top. Like, he just gets lost in the scene.
He needs to be on
Absolutely.
There. He does.
Yeah. It would have been dope though.
Oh, definitely. Man, it would have been killer.
This
Oh,
one,
that's cool,
however,
too.
I love the flight. Yeah.
That's fun.
Like getting him in the middle
that's
there.
fun.
You can't miss him. It's so obvious.
Can't miss. And that wing,
Yeah.
like that wing fully outstretched like that. Like if that was more of like a pin back or not so deep, like, oh, yeah, it works so well.
Yeah. Yeah. And then this one I think you liked a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that you went center, like, because it wouldn't be everyone's obvious choice. You understand what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people, and you may have probably even done it where you shot more him to the left.
That's my second composition, right? He went there first.
Like the other one.
I kind of do too, man.
Better.
This was my first shot.
It's like this center stage. Yeah.
Only because I didn't have time to compose it. It was like he popped up, right? He was on the other side of the rock. I knew he was close. This was 24 mil. I knew he was in the area. A lot of the times what he would do is he would just like go down in the rocks and you'd see him like scurrying around like a mouse down in the rocks. Then all of a sudden he'd pop up and start singing, right? So I knew he was in the area and I'm ready for it. And I'm trying to like not move, be quiet, you know what I mean? And then he popped up. So I was just like, shoot, right? So I just shot that first. And then the immediate next shot was I composed out this way, which again, totally works. But something about this one, and the problem was here, I was initially too high. So I couldn't get him in the sky there. So all I was able to do was like bob and weave because I didn't want to like take a step and scare him, right? Because he had just popped up. Yeah, so I moved and I noticed I could put him in this light haze in the background. So I picked that spot to make him stand out because I think at first he was like in here or something. And I just had to like lean to get him in there. But I couldn't get low enough to get him in the sky. So the next shot, after I got like a couple of these frames and he was still there, I was like, all right, now I can move. So then I moved and I dipped just a little bit lower, but I think the rock hides a little bit of the habitat back there. I mean, he stands out nice, but yeah, I'm with you, man. There's something about this one that just like
something about
kind of works.
To me, it makes me just feel like watching like a singer on a stage, like a performer, and like, you know, like they're backlit. You know what I mean? They're backlit, and it's like when they just come up on the stage or something like that, and they're just about to have this big grand performance. Like, I think just the placement works so well because, like you said, once you did put them in the sky with the other one, like you lost some of that layering, that beautiful layering that was happening in the background. Yeah, totally. I love it.
I know. And it shows off like more of the cool shapes back there. And timing wise, dude, I got lucky, right? Because the sun was just behind the really tall snowy mountains in the background. So it wasn't hitting here. It's just starting to skim across out there. Yep. You can see it like the rays are going out in that area yet. But I think if the sun was hitting this part of the landscape, I think it would have been too contrasty and busy. You know what I mean? Like I think it would have been too much.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But
so good, man.
I was so happy with it. And then he took off from the rock, so I got him flying there too.
That's cool.
Yeah, another cool flying shot.
That's neat, though.
Yeah. Next day had I think it was a red-tailed hawk sitting off in the mountains, like off in the distance. So got him. I think this one was actually. Okay, yeah, it was with the 1-4 as well. And then there's that scrub jay, which it's okay. Nice. It's not the best shot. Just,
it's still nice.
Yeah. It's all right. This guy was fun. The hairy woodpecker. I had a great time with him. Shot some nice diversity. And I got all of these shots and the scrub jay on the behind the scenes video. So like I was shooting through the viewfinder.
Okay, cool.
Capturing that. So that'll all be included, like me dialing this in and stuff like that. So that'll be fun.
Bottom left. Can I see that one a bit closer? Man. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, nice little pop of light there and
really, really good stuff, man.
Yeah. Let's see. What was next then? Oh, yeah, that's another one of the hairy woodpecker. Yeah, actually, I guess I had a few more. Yeah. And so this is something I think we'll talk about on a coming up episode.
Yeah. Go ahead. It's just about to play. Yeah, I was just about to say the exact same thing. A good segue into that.
Yeah, and I sent you the guys this the other day, and I was just like, these shots just do not do it for me, man. These like perch just jutting into the frame somewhere and then distant background. Like 5 years ago, I'd have been in love with a shot like this, been like small in frame, showing off the habitat. I mean, the mountains I think are beautiful. It gives you context. Yeah. But when it's just this like stick jutting into the frame, it's just so two dimensional. And it like, in a weird way, it feels like flat to me. And I just don't like it. I'm like,
because I mean, if you were to pull that up, that shot, and then the one with the wren on the lower snag, like to see the difference there of like connection, because both kind of have a stick into the scene, but like
yes,
when you compare the two,
this one you're talking about,
yeah, like right,
exactly.
So I think so Ray and I were kind of discussing about maybe doing like an episode on that, like connection with your wider shots, with your small and frame stuff, like to kind of, like you said, create more of a 3-dimensional feel to your image. So
yeah, and totally
it's such a big difference.
It is, yeah. And connection meaning like the perch connecting into the surrounding habitat, you know, and then like taking you in, and like having, I feel like having like a foreground, a midground, another ground, and then your background,
layers.
Like, you know what I mean? Like depth to it makes such a big difference.
Definitely huge difference.
A few more of the scrub jay, just the best I could come up with. He was just treetopping these snags, and everything below him was like a hot mess, so it like didn't make sense to include it, you know. And then this this was the last this was the last morning I went out for these guys, and I'll show you this next shot, which will probably, I don't think it's going to make it on the social media, the next one, because I'm probably going to hold it back for contest. So it'll only make it here on the YouTube video. But this one.
I quit. It's
like another planet, dude. Doesn't it feel like he's in Mars or something?
Oh my God.
Yeah. And so I have this, I shot this on video, like the behind the scenes video. So I'm recording through the viewfinder as I captured this shot. Oh yeah. Yeah. So people can see and watch exactly what I did. And I'm proud of myself. 24-120, shot it at 71 mil.
70.
Right?
Wow.
I didn't fall into the trap. You and I have talked about this a lot, that falling into the trap of like always just going to the extreme ends of whatever your zoom is. But I was like very deliberate I started like this, tighter with that rock, and I was like, all right, I got this, let me dial it in a little bit more.
Cool.
And then I moved, because I also didn't like the first shot being like in the red. It wasn't bad because it was brighter there, but like him in the yellow space just feels more correct, you know. And then the way you can dial this in after the fact, because again, look at that, like just like we always do. Do you know how many people would never shoot this at 60th of a second, Brad?
Oh, not a chance.
They would never take the
ISO be
gamble.
way higher.
Exactly.
No, definitely
but
not.
like, check it out. Wait, I just got to show everybody. Like, there you go. Like, they're straight out of camera.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Right? And so, like, it's not a crazy departure, but like this file looks clean as hell at the end too. Like, I don't have to do any noise reduction because I shot it at 320 ISO.
Yep. Exactly. And the thing is, the bird is exactly. Bird's just sitting there, small in frame. You don't need super light setup, right? What are you shooting?
Z9 and 24-120.
Z9.
Yeah.
Yeah. So light setup, easy to handhold. You're not going to have no big cameras, like perfect. But dude, I was thinking, it was funny. I mentioned earlier about like, not having any crazy, cloud formation stuff. This is the perfect, right? Could it not be any more perfect?
I know.
Insane dramatic cloud above, and then this nice clean palette of color at the bottom to place him. I mean, you couldn't ask for more. And then layers, right?
I know.
Like this connection, like even though you're not seeing the rock on the right necessarily connecting down into the ground, so you're not seeing, but there's still this, feels like this flow
you understand
between all the different, really well done, man.
The only thing that would have been better, you ready, is this. You see it right here, right? The tiniest bit of that.
I know, my eye's gone there.
Of
darken
it. Well, no, I was just going to say, I think the improvement would have been, this is the slope of those huge snow-capped mountains. Imagine if that was like popping up right into that to fill that space. Like that would have been like the extra piece of layer just to give like this like incredible context back there. But he didn't stay long enough for me to like make that move. And I don't think I could have lined it up. Like I had to go real far right to get that to work.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
But like if those mountains would have just been
close.
Correct. If the mountains would have like lined up that way, that would have been like over the top. But I'm still like, this is a favorite. When I edited this up, I mean, I knew even straight out of camera, I was like, this is a cool like silhouette with the rock shapes, right? Like even if I did nothing to it,
Yeah.
this
Nothing.
is nice.
Yeah. Just
right?
darken the top. Yeah.
But that to me just like made it, like brings that richness into
definitely.
it, and the
It does.
red, and like when
Yeah.
I dialed it in, I'm like, holy crap. I impressed myself on this one, dude, I will say, because I wasn't expecting
You're like, pat on the back.
I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting to like it this much, because I knew the silhouette was nice with the shapes, like that's what I saw in camera, you know. And so to be able to like as soon as I lifted the shadows, I was like, oh, there it is. Like that's it.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what's bringing it in.
And I mean, those snow-capped mountains. If you never ever told me, I would never know. I know
Of
what you're
course
saying,
not.
but like I
Of course
wish,
not, right?
you know, so no one
Yeah.
will ever see.
But imagine
It's-
like that, like peeking
I
up
know.
in the background.
It would
Yeah.
have been-
Yeah,
God,
absolutely.
we're never happy, are we?
No,
we're never
no,
happy.
you always think of
Always
something else.
wanting,
Yeah,
like,
see this one, it's like
ah,
a little piece right
yeah,
there. Yeah.
Yep.
But I wanted
But
to ask
dude, that
you
shot is
and everybody else, it's the right one for you, right?
yeah,
Right?
100%.
It just lays out so much more interestingly, even though it's further away.
So much more. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, the bird stands out perfect. Like I said,
It
like
still does.
there's nothing. Yeah,
He jumps out
like
no
it's-
problem.
I mean, it's amazing. That bird is like what, 4 pixels
He's
of your
tiny.
whole frame
He's
or
tiny.
whatever.
Yeah.
But he's still the main subject.
Yeah.
Like to
I
me,
know.
he still demands your attention. Your eye goes right to it because it's the brighter spot of the image.
Yep.
But then that dark shape is there. And it is true because as soon as I looked, I'm like, my eye went to that, but then immediately went to all this beautiful rock formations, the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
I
you
know.
knocked it out of the park with
Thanks,
this one.
man. Thanks.
That's really good.
So then
Really
This-
good.
was the last morning I was there. This was yesterday, actually. Yesterday morning.
Okay.
And then I spent the day in the park just chilling, getting like editing up some of these and doing some other work stuff. And then I went out for a sunrise hike, which we'll talk about on the next one, because I didn't have time to prep everything, and I didn't want to overload this image or this video
Yeah.
because things got interesting again.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, I look forward to it.
Not with any wrens, so other species,
Okay,
but
other subject. Okay,
and
cool.
if anybody really paid attention, I teased it before I went to Moab. So I don't know if you remember, Brad. I told you one of the things I wanted to try and shoot when I went here from my last visit.
Oh God.
Yeah. And so there's a little bit of a teaser out there, and I said exactly what I wanted to try and do. I know. I didn't mention it much, but I did kind of just tease it. And it's part of the other reason I went there, like photographically, is because Emily and I had been, and so it was like a scouting trip, you know? But I think,
feel bad now because I think I even asked you and you told me, and now I'm like,
oh,
now
I don't know
can't
about
remember.
that, but the other thing I
But
want to say,
before you,
oh, go ahead.
no, I want to say, just go back to that image just for one
Oh,
more
wait, sorry.
second.
Yeah, let me get that one again.
Even that one, it doesn't matter. Because I just want to point something out for all the viewers out there. This is a prime example of being in an incredible location. And if you're stuck at a 500 mil lens or a 600 mil lens, look at what you're not including.
Yeah.
Like, you would have literally just shot that bird. You could have done silhouette, whatever, put him against some of the rocks with that nice light, got some rim light on him, got portraits, great. But you would never show off this like stunning habitat that this
Great
bird.
point.
Like, I think it just goes to show like how many times, you know, and I've been, and I'm sure you've probably been in scenarios where we've been like it too, where we've been stuck with our primes and you're like, oh my God, like this is so gorgeous, so beautiful. You're getting portraits, you're all excited, you get home and then it's like, yeah, but like it doesn't show anything of what just happened. Bird looks great, fantastic, but like to miss out on this, like if you walked out with your 400, you'd be kicking yourself.
Oh,
you'd be so pissed.
Even my 100, right? Because like there's 70 mil. I mean, 100, I may have just gotten this other rock in, right?
Yeah.
Maybe like what was this one at?
It would have
There's
been
105. Yeah.
Yeah, 105.
So
yeah.
I could have made it work, but having that flexibility,
still not.
this I think improved it. Improved it so much, you know? Like
Greatly.
it's just the way it all laid out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no,
I
think that's
just
a
wanted
great
to point that out. Like I think yeah, I think if you're going to go to these iconic and stunning locations, make sure you've got one of these small, wide lenses in your pocket or something, just in case things really just line up and work out. Yeah.
Well, and the other thing I wanted to say is, to me, it was a great example of one of the other things I want to, like, the other point I want to share, which is, you know, like, Emily and I were here 2 years ago. We mostly concentrated on hiking. I took a camera out, I think, once or twice. You know, we didn't do a lot of shooting, but I still had a memory of, okay, this place was visually stunning. If I can find anything here, I can make something interesting. And the other thing that we did that I won't spoil right now, that will come up on the next episode, I still remembered that from 2 years ago to be able to go back.
And I remember what it was now.
Oh, you do?
I won't say it. Yeah, it just clicked in my head.
Yeah, go ahead. I think we can tease it. Yeah. What was it?
What, the subject?
Yeah.
I think it's a raven.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I won't say. All of a sudden, it just clicked. I'm like, oh, I remember what we said now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So,
I look forward to that.
The other thing that happened is I went out that first morning, and after the sun came up and the light got kind of harsh, I stayed and I found those birds, right? And so then I just kept going back to the same place. I went back there 4 times at morning after morning after morning after morning, right? Just in a row, and just waited for different things to happen, different experiences, different encounters, different lighting. Like this all happened. This was the last morning that I went there, you know, the sky did that for me. And, you know, other mornings it was like that and not nearly as dramatic. Other mornings it was like this and beautiful in a different way, right? So just my point is, like, if you see potential in something and you find subjects there, just keep hitting it as much as you can, you know? And
definitely.
I don't get to do that very often, dude. So this was a real treat, man, because so many times, you know, when I'm traveling and have to be somewhere and have like a deadline somewhere, I might get 1, 2 at the most mornings. So to be able to have, I think I stayed here probably like almost a week, and I just didn't go out every single morning because I was doing other stuff as well with the bike riding and exhausting myself. But being able to kind of revisit and iterate on it and go, oh, you know what, this is the better lens to bring this time, and like, you know, just like keep improving or giving myself more odds for something like that last shot to finally happen. And listen, dude, I was thrilled with some of the shots from the first day, the second day, the third day, but then if I didn't go back that fourth day, like that last shot, like that's the shot for me, you know?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
And so that's the lesson, I think, is to just like, when you can do that kind of thing. I mean, this is how you get all these photos, Brad. Like, this is how you have that much diversity in a single outing, is because you know these locations and you are so good at dialing this stuff in, and you can revisit, you know?
Yeah. And I think that's exactly what I was going to say. Like, even with you, like, it's this field knowledge, gaining knowledge, figuring out, because even though you're out there like looking for a bird, mentally you're like, look at this rock formation, look at this angle, look at about this. If I can only get something here, if this pops up here, like you're so then it's just a matter of like particular weather pattern or condition or lighting to just all come together in this like magical moment and a cooperative subject. But like all those elements, like you're building all those puzzle pieces.
Totally.
You know, and like you said, like, I mean, I'll go back every year to the same type of places because oftentimes I'll catch a glimpse of something.
Yes.
Whether it was like light on a certain morning that hit a certain way and that, oh man, if the bird would have went here, like how amazing would this have been? And then I'll go back. I'm like, that's a mental note. I'm going to go back. That makes me excited to go back. Because if it was just about get a portrait of the bird, I would have quit 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Because, but it's that lighting, it's the certain angle, it's that other little element to try to include. It's just other things. But yeah, it's going back into field knowledge and just improving and tweaking, right? And
expanding what you try. Yeah. You know, this is a perfect example of that, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You know, like trying different lenses, or I mean, this was still 500, but
just going wider.
Yeah, right. Shooting further away, seeing the potential there, and just experimenting. It just it's why we keep doing it, man. It's just like it's never going to end.
Definitely.
And that's the beauty of this hobby, right?
Uh-huh.
There's always something else.
Or curse. Or curse. One or
Absolutely.
the other.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So it's been
killer
fun.
stuff.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Oh.
It's been real fun. It really certainly.
So I'm going to ask you an interesting question.
Yeah.
So I got one last little interesting question. In a hypothetical scenario, would you take that incredible sunrise you had with that setup, or a fog that you didn't get?
Ooh, that one's tough, man. Because the light on that one is just so rich.
It was
There's
prime.
something about
You're not getting better.
I don't think so. Yeah, it's like, there was something about that particular light that I think actually maybe makes it more interesting than just the fog would be. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I know how much. Because I know how much that fog, like whole scenario, you were like, oh, give me something.
Oh, it's the first day. I'm like, no, just anything.
Right?
Yeah. Oh man.
But no, that light was perfect.
Yeah. I have another quick thing to mention. I was just looking at my notes. So in my Pika video, I was talking about the Z6 III not having auto area with the auto capture. And it turns out I disabled the damn mode in the thing. So like you can pick which focus modes you can cycle through. I had turned it off for some reason on the Z6 III. So it wasn't a camera thing. It was a dumb Ray setting thing that I didn't realize in the moment. And so then, because I was out there, I'm like setting up auto capture on the Z6 III after the Z9 battery died. And I'm like, because I know auto capture, they say you should put it in auto area.
Auto area. Yep.
And then I'm going through. I'm like, I only get like wide area, large, small, single. I'm like, where is it? It's not there. I'm like, I guess it's not on this camera, is what I just assumed. So that's what happened. So I still, to this day, make some dumb boneheaded ones. And in what I'm going to share next week with the last thing I shot, absolutely dumb. It's so funny. You're going to crack up when I share what I did. Just another absolute boneheaded thing that took me till the end of the entire shoot to figure out. So yeah, I still do some dumb crap. That's for sure, man. Yeah. Thankfully,
I've been there. I think too, sometimes like we get stuck in our ways of shooting, and then when we go to try something new or try something a little bit different, we don't do much. Sometimes like we're fumbling around, or we may have set settings before.
That's
we
what
all
happened.
make.
Well, we so rarely change it. I rarely change any of this stuff,
that's what
right?
I mean.
And the one that I'll share next week, like I never changed that setting, but I had. I don't even remember why I changed it. That's how random it was. But like, anyway, it'll be a funny one.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So I'm hearing Bryce, dude. I'm gonna try and get out and shoot there. It may actually snow before I leave. It's supposed to snow on Sunday, so I'm gonna try and stay, because if I can shoot that location with snow, I think it's gonna be insane.
Nice. So any particular species or just whatever is around?
I have no idea. I've never shot much of anything there. I've seen ravens flying around. That's about it. I think I've seen. I've seen magpies around. I just saw their Stellar's jays. So that was one. Dude, as soon as I pulled up in this campsite here, one just like flew in and just came to check me out.
No way.
And I come inside and get the camera and he's gone. Yeah. But anyway.
Gone. Yeah.
So that kind of stuff is around, and I wouldn't be surprised. I would assume rock wrens, maybe canyon wrens. I'm not sure, but I've never really explored Bryce that much, and so I've got like 3-4 days here before I gotta head to Phoenix. So
nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that a shot, and right now I'm gonna go out and do the most epic mountain bike ride I've ever done in my life. I did it 2 years ago. The scenery is just incredible. And I'm going to go try and do that right now. So, it's like a 15-mile ride with
that's cool,
a
man.
lot of work. So, it'll be fun.
Definitely.
Yeah, things have been good, dude.
Sweet. Good. Yes, man. It's great to see you excited about photography again. You're killing it.
I know. Thanks so much, man.
Killer stuff, man.
All right, everybody.
That might be one of your best. I think
it's up there, man.
It's gonna go down. Yeah,
it's up there.
It's one of those iconic shots. I think that like sometimes just like iconic shots photographers do. That anytime you see it, it's a Ray Hennessy or whatever. So
yeah, thanks, dude.
Killer stuff, man.
All right, same to you, man.
Definitely.
All right, catch everybody next week.
Thanks. All right, take care.